Yeah, yo, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. The Parshas Pinchus comes out in 3 weeks. We live at a time like Shnei Zama, like these days. This means we live at a Torah portion, and this is affecting, Torah's a blueprint of creation, affects everything within, without, all around this, So we see the inyan of Pinchus, And Pinchus is tied to the 3 weeks. Why is Pinchus tied to the 3 weeks? Rabbi Cohen states. Because the time of Pinchas, they were in the lowest state. They fell to Baal Por, and the bitches. The woman can either lift you up, keep it simple, or they could be, not as a connecto, as a negdo. So it's important to get the right bitch. Or sometimes it's karma, sometimes that's what needs to be in order to get the right pitch. But the point is, get the versteiste the inyan, you don't want to, either like Rav Shlomo HaMelech, Rav Shlomo HaMelech, either more bitter than the bitterness of a snake, or more sweet, matok than dvaj. B'zat Hashem more sweet than dvaj, chulu. So we see the nefila, it's through the woman, and also the aliyah. We go from the nefilot to aliyot. The aliyah is the munah of the woman. Nashim tzidkanon negan, b'zchut nashim tzidkanon negael, chulu. And the way they went forward with the kibitzim kotetzer v'sham tuvalun, with song and dance, the only way to go forward, you see, when one takes on himself to do the right thing and do things in the right way, they can hide the gewalt, flip the whole world over just by themselves. The Rebbe said, in reality, if we had 10 Jews that really wanted the Gula, really wanted the Mashiach would already be here. He's already here. But the whole point is the Rebbe comes and says, no, even one Jew. We see this with Pinchas, and Nachshon ben Aminadab, that jumped in, boom, Kiryat Yamsuf, chulu. So, the whole inyan, the Rebbe says, when a person decides to take action the right way, the right thing, we know that Pinchas was from Aaron, it's from Aaron Cohen. Why from Aaron? Because he did it with the right motives. Aaron Cohen was all about Rodef Shalom. So he said, only to save Am Yisrael. It wasn't from tipshut to stupidity. No, it's to save Am Yisrael. He saw this was causing the problem, and this is what needs to be rectified in order to save Am Yisrael. So in this inyan, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave him the neshama, gave him the kochot of Elio Navi, and Rebbe comes in Yan, why in 3 weeks, Pinchus 3 weeks? Because in the 3 weeks now, we all, each and every single one of us, have the kochot to flip things around from Tachtoina Le'Elyona, and flip the 3 weeks of Evel, and to keep B'simcha Teitzev, V'shalom Tuvalun, Farbi party after party, VIP exclusivity, B'hid Moed V'shef V'simcha Shalom Tuvalav, feasting, chulu. And the Dafka, the soul of Elio Navi, like Elio Navi comes before Mashiach comes, Yaakov Shmoini, and we see over here, we see that the Rebbe is Elio Navi, and Mashiach ben Yosef, and together with Mashiach, one with Mashiach ben David, works together with Mashiach ben David, chulu. As it says that Mashiach ben Yosef, Elio Navi, that before the Gula comes, Yaakov says, Elio Navi will come and say, Agias man Gulaschem. And we see this with the Rebbe where he had the silence and announced in front of the whole world. It says that 3 days before Mashiach comes, but you can take it in God's days and the angel days. It takes 30 years. Is each 10 years is 1 day. Chulu. So we see this inyan, the chulu, and then we have the V'amachos. The Rebbe talks the machto Eretz Yisrael. Because when you're pnimis, you want things with pnimis. You're pnimi and amiti. You're lo chitzin. Versteist. You don't. Adonai him, and there's him, not the bitches, God. Says, who's your boss? Who's your boss? The wife? No, the wife. Kuchabichu. So, anyways, I lost my train of thought. You see? Anywho, so when we do this, having this inyan, and we take upon ourselves, and we want amiti, chulu. Then we have the inyan of machto etzis, we have the machto etzis pnimi. There's the inyan machto when Chossu want to go there etzis. The Rebbe came and said machto etzis. What the inyan? Another inyan of kibbutz koliyos that ayado. when the whole world is uplifted, and the rising consciousness, things, ma'ala das, it just happens and it just knows. It's not something that has to be shown or proved. It just is. Same thing with the Malchut, same thing with Melech HaMashiach. Not something that anybody has to prove this, that. It just is. This is the way, this is say the Shtas, is the inyan of the way Akuchabik created the world from the beginning of creation, The inyan, when this is done, then we have the inyan Machto Eretz Yisrael that lifts up the whole world. The whole world in Farish comes. This is the Eretz Yisrael. The Eretz Yisrael becomes Yerushalayim, and the whole world becomes Eretz Yisrael. And inyan Kibbutz Koliot and Gula Hashem's mitzvos. When we take upon ourselves to be a Pinchus and Pinchus and do things rightfully do the right thing in the right way, and the bemet or desire for the tov, the kol am Yisrael, and want Mashiach ain't so chulu. We see the Rambam that the previous Sikh with the Rebbe was talking about last week's Parshas Bilam, Balak. So the Rebbe was talking about brings in the Rambam. Why does the Rambam say you have to yearn? It brings that you have to yearn for Mashiach to come every day. You have to want and desire for Mashiach. So if someone doesn't do that, and doesn't give it them, doesn't koifer b'kol Torah, doesn't believe in anything. Lama lo mata li v'Moshe avdi chulu. So it says if it's halacha, everything you have halacha, so why is it saying something that you have to do? Because the inyan halacha, no, this is what we need to do. This is what each and every single one of us need. The pneumius. Be pneumius, and to actually want and desire, and by want and desire to actually do these things. And this is what brings about the actual Gulish Limit meetings for Shtaish Dinya. May God bless. Yeah, man, God bless. Kol HaMitzvot is going to serve Hashem Zvah Pula Beis Mikdash Kohanim Levim Shirim Beis Machzor Dav Kabbanis Kadosh Bikurim Nechapoim Menoira Kolim Shabeis Mikdash Chulu. Peace and love, peace. Chiyam Melech Chiyam Ma'aka Chulu. Peace, love, peace. The Chai believer, Kavaleva, all of a soft heart, and love one another like Kuchabichu loves us. May God bless. Bochatani Mechalom. Oire Priya Gochu. Never get my good loss. She'll hear now. May God bless. Amen.